They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. You look at this Browns defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in a win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A strong running. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Come on. Here's 2nd and 10.
After 60, after 60. Ready?
Up the middle, it's Williams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Taking on the midfield logo.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Moore, the motion man right.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 31!
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go now.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
60 back, yeah, 60 back, go.
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Hard running at the 15.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Still shedding tackles.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8.
Hey, 31. 34.
From the 50, it's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Escapes the defender.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second and 9 now from the 21. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Looking to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And here he'll be brought down. A little shot. The 36. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
More the motion man.
Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to be in an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Here's Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out the interception. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Great move, but still lingered before reaching the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Moore, the man in motion. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here's second down.
They're going to look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as you said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Another timeout.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.